Hi, superstars. It is time for science. We are on module 2, energy and the sun. Let's look at this picture. It's of a playground. The sun is shining on the playground. What do you wonder about the sun? What do you think the sun is going to do to the playground equipment, to the swings? What do you think it's going to do? Do you think it's going to warm up the playground equipment? Well, I want you to open up your Be a Scientist notebook to page 38. All right, we're on page 38 of your Be a Scientist notebook. Make sure you put your name and date at the top here. So we're talking about energy and the sun. Let's read this together. It's a sunny day. You see the playground. What does the sun shining on it make you wonder? Draw a picture of your thought. So we saw the picture of the playground and we saw the picture with the sun shining. So what do you think about that? You can draw a picture. It can have the playground equipment. You can have children playing in the playground. You can even show the playground being hot from the sun because the sun is warming up the playground equipment, right? We're going to talk about how sunlight warms the earth. So draw your picture and we are going to continue. We're going to watch a video of Chloe. Chloe wants to be a carpenter. Have you ever wondered what a carpenter does? Well, a carpenter puts things together.
Hello, I'm Chloe. Do you hear that sound? I'm helping my mom build a doghouse. She's a carpenter, and that's what I want to be when I grow up. Carpenters help build things like houses and skyscrapers. Carpenters have to be good at reading blueprints and measuring things. They have to be good at using tools, too. You also have to know a lot about the materials you are working with, like wood and steel. If you like building things, you might want to be a carpenter, too. Chloe! Oops, gotta get back to helping my mom build our doghouse.
Turn to page 39 in your Be a Scientist notebook. Look at this page. The characters here are sharing ideas. You're going to select who you agree with most. People have different ideas about science, and it's very important to share these ideas. Have you ever walked on a beach and felt the warm sand? What do you think made the sand warm? Well, these three friends are walking on a beach. The friends started out in bare feet, but they put their shoes on because the sand was so warm beneath their bare feet. They each have different ideas about what warmed the sand. So you are going to choose the friend that you think has the best idea about what made the sand warm. So let's read the first idea, and it's by Linda. Linda's right here. Linda says the wind warms the sand. Then we have Wei right here. Wei thinks the sun warms the sand. And then we have Olivia. And Olivia thinks the water warms the sun. So which friend do you think has the better idea of how the sand is warmed? So pick which friend you think is mostly correct. Did you pick one? All right. I'm going to tell you which friend had the best idea. Wei had the best idea. The sun warms the sand. When the sunlight reaches the earth, it warms the earth's surface, and that's why the sand at the beach feels warm if you walk on the beach on a sunny, hot day. All right, make sure your name and date is at the top of this page. Science often begins when someone makes an observation about a situation or something occurring. Scientists refer to an event or a situation that they observe or can be studied as a phenomenon. So we're going to watch a video about a phenomenon of the sun rising. So let's watch. So what did you see in this video? What did you notice about the rising sun? Did you see how it moves? What do you wonder about when you see this video? So the sun was rising. Now it usually rises slower than that, right? You don't notice it going up that fast. But this is a fast motion video, and it's showing you how the sun goes up high in the sky throughout the day. So I want you to turn to page 40 in your Be a Scientist notebook. We're on page 40. Make sure your name and date is at the top. I want you to draw a picture of what you saw in the video. Remember how the sun was moving? Draw a picture of that on page 40. We're going to watch a video of Hugo. Hugo wants to be a meteorologist. Have you ever heard of a meteorologist? A meteorologist tells about the weather. They know how the sun affects the earth.
Hi, my name's Hugo. Wow! Did you see and hear that? That scared me a little, but I love thunderstorms and I think it's about to rain. I used a lot of tools to observe and measure the weather, like a thermometer, a rain gauge, and this anemometer. Phew! Anemometer is a hard word to say. I used the anemometer to measure the speed of the wind. These tools help me identify patterns in the weather. These patterns help me predict what the weather will be like. Someday, when I become a meteorologist, that's a person who studies the weather, I'll use these tools and high-tech equipment to study the weather. The weather can change very quickly, and meteorologists help us know what the weather will be like. Looks like I was right. Here comes the rain.
So why would a meteorologist want to know about the sun? Meteorologists need to know how the sun affects weather. How does the sun affect weather? The sun can make things hot. The sun can be blocked, which causes a cloudy day. Turn to page 41 in your Be a Scientist notebook. Again, make sure your name and date is at the top. Are you ready to do an activity about sunlight and water? Does sunlight warm water? I want you to make a prediction. Do you think the sunlight will make the water warmer? So you're going to answer the question down here. Get my pen. Okay, so this is the start. So if you were to put water that's at this temperature, this shows how warm the water is. If you were to just put it out in the sunlight over here, do you think it's going to change? Do Do you think it's going to get hotter or stay the same? This right here is the end. So here's the water. And now what do you think is going to happen after the water sits in the sunlight? Do you think it's going to get warmed by the sunlight? You're going to circle your answer. So, will sunlight make water warmer? Yes or no? You can show me on this thermometer here and here how it will change. So right here, it's showing me that is how warm the water is. So typically, the higher this goes, the warmer the temperature is. So at the beginning, we have the start, we have water at this temperature, and then we put it outside in the sunlight. So you can show me where the temperature of the water is. And then at the end, that means after a while it's been sitting in the sun. Where do you think the temperature is going to go? Do you think it's going to go higher, or do you think it's going to stay the same? So I want you to show me your thoughts. Okay, and then make sure you answer yes or no. Will sunlight make the water warmer? All right, turn to page 42. Here it says cross-cutting concepts, cause and effect. Now, cause and effect means one thing can cause another to happen. So for example, the heat from the sun can cause another thing to get hot. So what did the sun cause to happen to the water? The sun caused the water to become warmer. So you're going to circle the thermometer that has been in the sun. So remember, this is showing the temperature. The higher this is, the hotter it is. So if it's down here, this is not as hot as when it's up here. This is hotter, okay? So you're going to pick the thermometer. It's called a thermometer, okay? These are thermometers. They measure the temperature, how hot something is, or cool. You're going to circle the one that has been in the sun. So think about what the sun does. Remember, cause and effect. One thing can cause another thing to happen. Remember, we gave an example of heat from the sun can cause another thing to get hot. So predict which thermometer was in the sun. All right, superstars, you're doing awesome. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.